Thank you, 1909.
It is a beautiful day in Como Park. 79 degrees. People out for a walk. It is 7:10 on a Wednesday afternoon. What is the date today, Rev? September 4th, right?
Yep.
September 4th. And we are back to tell you that 12 days of the fair is a little much. The Rev is with me. Rev, were you there all 12?
All 12.
Because I skipped 2 during the week, you know, so
Yeah.
I gotta give you credit.
You were missed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was an exhausting detail.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, indeed.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Don't get us wrong, backseaters. We like being there to help make a safe fair, but it was also exhausting. It's a little like being in a casino. I don't actually like the noise of a casino. My wife does. You know? You're constantly hearing noise when you're at the fair. It's constant noise, right?
Yes.
People noise, people, especially in the Midway where most of the problems were. So, thank you for the hundreds of backseaters that came up and greeted us, though.
Yes, that was fun. That made you feel good.
Yeah, that was really, really special.
Especially them last 3 days.
A lot of people came up.
161 President Person 1350 St. Clair Avenue, permit to for constructor who has been missing.
I think they like Pat better, you know. It's like the Smothers Brothers. They always like Pat better. But
Pat was always visible, so always sitting there
in his cart,
making sure everybody was okay.
It's going to be 430.
He checked on me. He checked on me hourly, I think.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It was.
You're telling me he's older than you, and you should be checking on him.
I did tell him that once. I said, I'm the oldest.
Yeah. Checking on you.
It was nice to see family, friends, and backseaters enjoying themselves.
Now, it was like the 4th or 5th largest attendance ever. It was
just shy of 2 million.
Yeah, 1.95 or something, man. But that's a really, really good turnout, higher than the last 2 years even. And not as high as 2019, but close. 2.1 million, I think, is the record. But we had 5 record days at the fair. 5 record days. And that's last Sunday, boy. My wife and I went there on that last Sunday, and boy, that was packed. 255,000 people. That was crazy. But let no day go wasted. You check out that sign right there. What's it say? Right above, in front of us, Rev.
Oh, August 21st through Labor Day, September 1, 2025.
2025. They got the sign up for next year already.
They're ready.
They should put a sign up. There are only 362 days left.
Yeah, I think the smartest man sent me the countdown already.
Yeah.
I said, that's just too much, Cal.
I do want to say that I had the opportunity to watch a couple hundred police officers at work and our ambassadors led by the Rev. And amazing job, just an amazing job by all the police officers that were here inside. You know, there was 170 State Fair police officers that come from all over the state of Minnesota. There was 30 deputies that were working for the State Fair, but then there were our SWAT team, our CAT team, our gun team, our perimeter team that was working on the perimeter to keep people from hopping over was really critical.
Yeah.
And we did have some tense moments. There was 5 days, the first Friday and Saturday night at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 11, and then the Friday and Saturday, the second weekend, and then Monday. So there were some tense moments, and not going to give you the exact area, but we did have in the last day, as you read in the
I got a
newspaper,
party that's requesting to be
we did have some shots fired
Right.
outside of the fair. Outside of the fair, not inside the fair. Outside the fair. And
We'll take medics.
3 people, 2 17-year-old Somali youth were struck, and 1 18-year-old. None of them life-threatening or critical. But the call came in here at 1085 North Snelling, which is right here in the building. There were several calls, actually. Several calls of shots fired. And right here at Smythe Companies, 1085 is where the primary call was. One victim was here with a gunshot wound, and one went to Regions,
Right.
and the other one went to Hennepin County Medical. So, but there were 3 victims. And here is one of the reasons we have metal detectors at the fair. Keeping guns out of the fair is the most important task we have. And thank you to the Minnesota State Patrol that's working the gates, the private security companies that work the gates, the Department of Natural Resources that manage the inside perimeter, and then our drone team, our amazing drone team that monitors the fence from the outside. And of course, we had several of our deputies responsible for biking around looking for people trying to jump the fence. And we really can't afford to let someone jump the fence with a handgun. And this year was amazing success. Unfortunately, though, there were some large groups that didn't come in, and then afterward they were arguing with each other. Anything you want to say about that or not?
No, and the bike team, I really liked the way they responded. And they would let us know, hey, they're at this gate or, at this fence.
Yep.
So we knew where to look, and that helped us a lot.
Interestingly enough, right here, there's a road that goes underneath Snelling Avenue. Only reason I mention this is we think a lot of the cars went this way after the shooting. And we did have some calls of gunfire. We never, because we don't have shot spotter, we really don't know for sure where the shots are coming from. But people on this side of Snelling did call as well. But Winnie and Breda over here. So this is, of course, Winnie backing up by the Hmong school, and then Breda here. But one of the things I do want to tell you is that when there were 4 calls of shots fired, our deputies that were working the drones actually heard the shots fired.
Oh, wow.
And one of the State Fair employees reported that they heard automatic gunfire. You can imagine how dangerous an automatic weapon would be if it made it inside the fair, right?
Right.
So when the officers got to the crime scene over here and tended to the 1 victim and then began interviewing other people, they interviewed a number of people, found 80 casings.
Whoa.
80 rounds were expended during this period. So obviously that's more than 1 gun, right?
Right.
80 rounds expended here in the area of 1085 North Snelling. And you can tell this is about 2 blocks away from the fair, to be. And of course, in past years, we've had shootings 2 to 3 blocks away from the fair too, but we have tremendous success keeping guns out of the fair. But the credit goes to the officers, the troopers, and everyone else. Another call came in on Breda here. People that live right here in these houses here, they heard shots fired too. Of course, they were right behind them.
Right.
But I watched a lot. It was very tense at times on a couple evenings, but the officers did an amazing job making a few arrests for people that were being disorderly or fighting, but just keeping the peace for everyone that attended. I thought that was amazing. And your ambassadors stepped right in to the middle, right?
Yeah.
And cooled things off when kids were getting hot. So talk a little bit about that.
The good thing is when you talked about the police officers from outstate,
Yes.
they came to us after and they were like this, we didn't know ambassadors really worked. They said, you went and talked to the kids. I said, well, yeah, that's what we do. And he was legitimately shocked that our ambassadors responded, diffused. We believe that our presence should make a difference.
Yes.
We should be able to talk to these young folks, tell them, and make a relationship with them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them you already have a relationship with. We got to get some Minneapolis ambassadors over here next year, right?
Right.
Reverend
I did meet the one guy.
McAfee, and because a lot of the kids are from Minneapolis.
Right. They have their 21 days of peace over there, and they're still active.
Yeah.
then of course your friend Lisa.
Lisa Clemens. But we're going to try to get Mother's Love over here next year. I've been thinking about how we can connect with some of these kids. So I'd like to get the Mother's Love group over. I'd like to get McAfee and some of his, preachers over here on this side. And because a lot of the kids there we saw were Minneapolis-based kids.
Right. But the good thing is, because me, Cleo, CJ, we go to basketball games and football games. We actually went to one before the fair on, was it Friday morning?
Yeah.
Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we met most of the kids at the game and then saw them at the fair.
Right. Well, and that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge that they know you and you might know. If they think you might know them.
Right.
That's huge.
Makes a difference. I mean, Cleo, he said, man, just go talk to him.
Yeah.
And it
well,
worked.
Of course, there were several of our previous auto groups there.
Yeah.
The CAT team knew all of them. And a couple of them had warrants that they actually arrested.
Will you tell your auto thieves that I'm not their uncle?
Oh, they were trying to. They wanted you to rescue them.
Hey, uncle. Yeah, I was so many people's uncle. I said, wow. Especially
Hey, by the way,
your Edgerton crew.
If you haven't shared this, we are going to be on patrol for a while. Please just share this broadcast because it's obviously unusual for us to come on Wednesday. But this sure beats watching the political news of the day, right?
Right.
No. Of course, today was a devastating, tragic, horrendous shooting. If there's any silver lining, it's that the 2 school resource officers heard the shots, responded, and stopped the shooter from killing and shooting anyone else. And he gave up when they ordered him to drop the gun and go to the ground. He did, in fact, give up. If he hadn't, there would have been a gunfight, and he would have probably lost. But the presence of school resource officers saved, I would say, dozens of lives.
Yes.
And so that's why we think they're so critically important. And in the suburbs where we patrol as a sheriff's office, we still have school resource officers. Unfortunately, in the city of St. Paul, they do not have school resource officers. They have some security guards, but different than police officers. So our hearts and minds, souls, prayers to the families. And nothing more horrific you could see on the news of parents trying to get to the school to see if their child is okay.
Right.
And and if your child doesn't answer the phone, you make the assumption that he's not, or he or she is not. And that's a lot of times, or something happens in the chaos. So, 14-year-old suspect. I don't know much more about him.
14 years old just now. That's.
So that's a little update on the fair. We're on Snelling Avenue going south. And I have a reason that we're going down into Highland Park. And I really would appreciate the podcast because I'm going to have Rev read something regarding an incident. Yesterday, a man was sentenced to 20 years for raping a woman down here in Highland Park. Actually on Snelling Avenue. Raped a woman in Highland Park. And I read her comments in the morning paper today, and they are some of the most powerful that I have ever heard.
Wow.
And I think everybody needs to hear what the impact of the crime on a person can be. And as she points at her, but the community as a whole. And the suspect told police that he drove around looking for a house to break into. It's not as if she had any previous contact with the suspect in any way, shape, or form. He just randomly picked her house.
Wow.
Put a gun to her head. And a terrifying experience, folks. It's terrifying. But I'm going to see if I can... If you can read... Really what I'm hoping to read, Rev, is... You know how to pull stuff out. Her comments. You can kind of pull it out. That's fine. And can you read those little words?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, because I can't. Sorry. So, but to start, I really want to focus on.
I'm trying to see her comments.
Well, yeah. You know what? Read the whole damn article.
It says
loud and clear.
Dante Thomas, 34 of Maplewood, pleaded guilty to the attack in July and received a 20-year prison sentence on Tuesday. Thomas choked the woman during the April assault in her McAllister Groveland home. As the woman struggled
Which is,
to
by
break
the way,
free,
where we're at. We're in the McAllister. It's McAllister College on our right here, and we are in the McAllister Groveland neighborhood. Actually, I would say the house actually qualifies as being in Highland Park as well. So go ahead.
All right. As the woman struggled to break free, she was losing consciousness and thinking that this was how I would leave this world, she wrote in a victim impact statement.
Now, keep in mind, this came from her victim statement to the court. That's before sentencing.
And then the hell of waking up and having a gun muzzle pressed against my temple and hoping nobody I knew must clean up the mess of a bullet to my head, she wrote. What happened impacted the woman physically, emotionally, she wrote in her statement to the judge. She sustained a rotary cuff injury, a thumb strain from struggling to get out of the chokehold, for which she has gone to physical therapy. It took hours over the course of days to find a therapist accepting new patients and was in network for insurance. All right, we're gonna go down. Financially, I have been extended outside my means, wrote the woman, whose name is not public. She paid $8,000 so far, with insurance covering $2,000 for, all right, it cut off, to fix her home.
In fairness to Rev, he's got a little tiny PDF that's been sent to me.
All right. She says she was most bothered by the fact that she had to take more than 3 weeks of earned sick time from work, which she could have used instead to take care of her elderly parents to their medical appointments. And she said she realized the harm extended beyond her. A 13-year-old neighbor slept in his father's bedroom for 2 weeks because he didn't feel safe. Another neighbor installed security cameras outside their home, and a third neighbor thought about moving. The woman said she had been staying with a relative since April, which she is grateful for, but adding another person to that household has disrupted their typical routine. Crime against us all. Thomas pleaded guilty to first-degree criminal sexual conduct while armed with a dangerous weapon and first-degree burglary. The woman said she hasn't slept well after that hearing. She said that the line presidential candidate Kamala, right there, right where your finger is.
But here's what I want to read. Now I understand how crime against one can be crime against all of us.
Yes.
The woman said in her statement to the judge. This is the community I live in and the people I care about. I do not understand why a person would attack someone else. I think of the people who care for him and the harm it has caused them. As I reflect on all of this, I am struck by the enormity of the impact on me,
Right.
my loved ones, and the public and healthcare providers who support me and other victims. I mean, this woman was traumatized. This suspect is getting a 241-month sentence. Thank God he won't harm anybody for 15 years. But a crime against all of us. And I think that's really important, that this causes increased fear in everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, Highland Park is one of the safest neighborhoods in the metropolitan area. But if someone randomly decides they're going to break into your house and sexually assault you, it's tough to stop. There's other ways to harden your house, but there's no guarantee that someone's not going to get in, right? I mean, I'm very troubled by this incident. I have to be honest with you. I'm troubled by the murder in St. Anthony of Michael. I don't. This type of stuff, just has to be curtailed. And this kid had a record as well. Of three previous. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't have been out, but I want to go one more step forward. The St. Paul Police Department did some amazing police work to solve this crime. coming up with the partial plate that was in the area. The guy had he did have some unique scars on him, so it made it become easier to positively identify him. But coming up with his name, determining who he was, where he was, and it was some great work by the St. Paul Police Department. So, but it doesn't bring any solace to a community, you know. It brings some comfort that the bad guy's in jail and the department caught him, but it's still so horrendous what happened to him, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I just really very, very troubled by that story. It's in the Pioneer Press if you want to read it yourself. And I tell you what, I just want to give the woman a hug. You know?
Right.
Just want to give her a hug and tell her that we care about her. You know? I don't know. Fairgoers, get your tailpipe checked. What does that mean? Oh yeah, colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Get your tailpipe checked. That's an ad for colonoscopies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your tailpipe. I don't know, Ralph. That story really bothered me. And then I got the shooting in Georgia today.
Yeah, it's just.
One of the things I was going to say about the kids shooting at each other, next year, in addition to some of the Minneapolis reverends, I want to get some imams from the mosques,
Yes.
from the Somali mosques out there that can help us intervene with those kids. Because you saw some of them were running around like wild persons, right?
Just running back and forth.
Running back and forth. And one lady got knocked down, got injured, seriously injured. So, I mean, we need some, for lack of a better word, elders to talk some sense into the kids when they're out there, right? That's really what you do, you and Cleo and the whole group. But we need some Somali elders out there and Somali imams to talk some sense into those kids.
Somebody, I mean,
Yeah, it's but we got a year to plan it. We got a year to plan it.
Yeah, you know it's coming again.
I had a few roasted corns. Did you see my bench at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. That was important.
You did see your bench.
A few roasted corns. They put another 350 benches up this year.
I'm glad you said that, because it seemed like it was benches everywhere.
There was more benches,
Yeah.
right? Well, you know, people need benches to sit on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like there was a lot of them, didn't it?
A lot of them.
There wasn't the open spaces between them like there used to
It
be.
used to be that you can go between them. Now you gotta go way to the end.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. I'm glad you noticed
Yeah.
that.
Especially by the corn. Wow. You can just walk back and you get this year.
Well, you have to go between the corn boxes.
For 250,000 in that one day was just.
Yeah, it was, well, you know, I was there the record day, September 1st, 2018, 270,000 people. And on Sunday there, when it was 256,000, I knew it was going to be close, because it felt the same. But more come on Saturdays than Sundays, so, you know, that was the difference.
Yeah, I think if it hadn't been for those couple of rain days, where the number dropped to 80,000,
Yeah.
we could have been right at record setting.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because those days that didn't have rain were beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very, man.
so September's here, winter's coming.
Winter is coming.
Isn't that depressing?
No.
Come on, Rev. You like winter?
That's why we live in the north. We get 4 great seasons.
Well, yeah, let's go. I mean, last year we really didn't have hardly any snow.
Right?
Right. So this year we're due.
And, well,
Right?
I hope.
We're gonna get hammered. Big time. Because we're due. Big time due. What else is going on crime-wise, Rev? What else? Minneapolis has had 4 murders in the last week. By the way, shootings list. There was one near a mosque on Street and others in Burnsville that were maybe related by the fair, negating that possibility.
I know Tyrone is calling a meeting. I don't know if he told you.
Nope.
Yeah. We're gonna all sit down and talk about it.
Where's that shaking noise coming from, Road? Hold that mace valve, bruv. Hold that mace. Hold that one too. Try not to push any buttons.
Right. We'll be in trouble in here.
Something shaking down in
Yeah,
here.
it's not this. I still hear it.
It's down in this drawer here. This well-organized drawer of equipment. Right?
Right. Pat took a couple days off when I think
Yeah, you
about
might
it.
take 2 days off, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're the Iron Man, though.
Man.
You're our Iron Man. Michi, too.
Yeah, Michi was there every day.
Michi, he loved it. Loved that
I think he took off one evening. His birthday. His birthday was in the middle of the
What did he
fair.
turn, 50?
52.
52.
Yeah.
We're on Grand Avenue, eastbound. We got the radios on. Not a lot of calls right now. Pleased to say that crime is down on our side of the road.
Contact with the female and the male party will package in the hub.
Contact with the female. Male party will back in the house.
Come on, Rev, your job is to listen. See what? It's very difficult to determine where that rattling comes from, is that? Gasoline $3.19 at the Super America here.
Did it stop?
Only when I stop. It's not really too bad. I don't know if anybody else can hear it. We'll figure it out later. We're gonna empty
Because
out.
this was rubbing.
Oh, your flashlight?
Yeah.
Able to make contact with the male. They're separated.
1924.
So all the stores are now selling Halloween stuff already, right?
Already.
What's going on with
I
that?
got an announcement from Target.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
We changed it to a motor assist. Response is clear.
You know, a special thing happened to me.
What happened?
I might have told the story once where my wife and I were at Walgreens, and I was sitting in the car and my wife was in Walgreens. It's up there in Arden Hills, and my wife goes in to buy a few things. Of course, my wife's name is Chris. I might as well use her name. And I'm parked kind of in front, and she comes out and she goes, "They just stole a bunch of stuff." Okay.
809.
And I said, "Where?" She goes, "They're getting into the car right over there."
4 Nebraska for residence check.
So I start backing up my car. I have them squad, you know,
Mhm.
undercover lights, and I'm figuring my wife's gonna jump in the car. Okay, but instead, she walks over in front of the car, sticks her hand out, and says, "Stop." Okay. Well, that's not a very wise thing in today's world. People get run over that way.
Right.
You know that. So the girl really didn't stop. She kind of maneuvered around her. Didn't run over.
Route 2 Rainy, our caller's 15 years old, and it's caller's mother that tried to stab
So
her.
I said, "Jump in the car." So we followed the car. We stopped the car. You know, right as they're leaving Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
Made him return everything. There was a small little 4-year-old boy with them. Cute as a bug, you know. But and the primary offender was a female, and she had a little boy. With her. Okay. So she comes up to the fair and apologizes at the fair. Apologizes to me. Can you believe it? There she is. I'm showing Rev a picture. See that little boy?
Uh-huh.
She said, "Hey, I wrote you an email several times, but I never sent it. So I just want you to know I apologize. I'm very sorry for what I did." And
Wow.
isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah, and I got to know her little boy a little better. Is that a cutie pie or what?
Yeah.
You don't want to be taking that kid with you when you're stealing stuff, right?
No.
That's a bad role model. So, yeah, she apologized.
Wow.
Yeah. That was special.
Thank you, please.
Anyone's empty, you might be stuck for.
Thank you, please.
376.
I was listening. Did you hear the 15-year-old?
Response unseen in the front radio. The mother said the fire unknown. Where it is, colors
What were you
mother.
gonna say?
That's the one I was talking about. First she had a knife, now she got a firearm.
Copy, thank you for you.
Yeah, there was a lot of nice people that came up at the fair, thanked us for being there for security. You know, pretty special.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot, the sheriff's office is just one partner in the fair. The state fair has its own police department. They did not have a police department in 2021, and we did provide security that year. But then they formed a police department, reformed in 2022, and we just add help. All in all, I'd say we got 70 deputies working out there.
Present.
There's the St. Paul Cathedral up on the left there, straight ahead. I love this. Can I help her cross? And Rev has been working very hard. For those of you that were wondering, where has he been on Line on Patrol? Well, he's been working very hard downtown, State Fair. Some of you say you miss when Pat and I are riding together. Some of you say you miss Rev. We try to do it all.
We're a big family, big family.
I love that cathedral. It's a beautiful building. It's just gorgeous.
We have, you talking about people say they miss me. Some people came to the fair looking.
Because they hadn't seen you. They want to make sure you're still alive.
Brought me gluten-free cookies.
We have a panic alarm 411.
I only had to yell at Rev once during the fair.
We also have the homeowner calling in. They're not reporting.
Just once. In 12 days. I only had to yell at him once. What did I yell at you for?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, that's because you pretended it was everybody else.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Smoking a cigar.
We don't smoke cigars.
I never actually saw you smoke a cigar.
We don't smoke them.
But I heard rumor.
Yeah.
Were you just chewing on them?
Yes.
Just chewing on them.
That's
You know,
the trademark.
That's what makes you real. A real person. Right?
Right.
Just chewing on them.
Just chewing.
Just the end of them.
Yeah, I can't stand smoke of any kind. So,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
Do they make like bubblegum cigars like they used to?
They
little?
I think Melvin Carter told them they couldn't bring them to sell.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
That's right.
They went out the window with candy
That's right.
cigarettes.
You can't go no bubblegum cigars anymore.
Right.
Those were to try to break the habit. There's the state capitol in front of us. History Museum on our right. Oh.
This is the best time of the year. The weather feels so good. Not too hot, not too muggy.
Well, we're going to try to do more broadcasts so you don't have to, 62 days left, you don't have to put up with the political advertisement.
There's a lot of it going on.
62 days left.
It seems like every year they're building something new. I don't know what's going beside the building.
Well, I'm not positive, but I'm sure it's going to be more office space for the Minnesota legislature, because this building is where the House members do
Right.
their work, and then the Senate is up ahead on the right. But I don't think the House members have enough room in there.
So they're gonna make it bigger. Okay.
Either that or they're just building a fire tower.
I think that's the elevator shaft.
Elevator shaft.
Yeah. I think that's what that is.
4447, clear report.
1950.
The Jama and his team, they did great. It was fun.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Somali group. And you know we did the Somali tournament, right?
Yep, it's Somali and Oromo.
Well, the Somali kids came up and they were like this. Rev, you're everywhere.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It was like real cool. And then he wanted a teddy bear and tried to give it to me because it was pink.
Just for clarity, folks, we have a grant from there's a grant from state of Minnesota to do community outreach in the East African community, and so a portion of that grant was used to do security for the Somali soccer tournament.
Yep.
And that was at Central High School primarily, and then the Oromo tournament was at Harding.
Yep.
And so our deputies that are there working the tournament and our ambassadors like Rev get to know these kids, which is just great that when you see them again at the fair,
They know who you are.
yeah, can't beat that.
Yeah. And they tried to give me a big pink stuffed animal because he didn't like pink and the guy wouldn't give him the color he chose. He ended up giving it to somebody else because I was going to take it home, but it was as big as me.
It was?
Yeah, it was huge, and he
Well, I
was
think
so happy.
I thought he didn't want it.
No, he was happy he won it because, you know, Cleo was out shooting them all in basketball.
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Cleo was standing flat foot shooting, and they wanted to get him. They finally got it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Jama tried shooting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. And it's fun. It's just fun to be with those kids. All of them. The Edgerton kids, even the ones who the cat team know very well. They come up. They're very respectful. They promised us, we're not fighting this year. We all got kids now.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We should try to make the fair a timeout zone.
You should.
You know what I mean? Like a peace zone.
Yeah, it was fun to see some of the
Demilitarized.
kids.
Neutral zone.
Neutral zone.
Demilitarized zone.
It was truly great to see some of those guys, you know, that you know have their problems in the neighborhood, but they polite, came up, spoke,
Yeah.
shaking your hand, giving you a hug.
Yeah, we had a lot of people at the tent that we had near the Midway was
Oh,
for
my.
recruitment too, right?
What a great idea.
People could come up and get some information about working for the sheriff's office, meet some classy people. Our day crew did a nice job
Yes.
too, right?
Yeah.
Our training unit was out there.
And they kept it moving, and they even figured out how to give them a little bit at a time because the swag was the most popular thing. I hope we get some great recruits out of that.
We're always hiring, folks. Correctional officers, deputy sheriffs.
4468 Tango. 4473 Tango. And 4453.
4473 Tango.
4453. Can you head to 3000 White Bear? Aldi, it's going to be for a hold-up alarm.
3000 White Bear, Aldi.
73 Tango copy.
It's right next door to the Maplewood Mall.
In
The
1950.
hold-up alarm. We rarely have hold-ups of the Aldis, but you never know.
Never know.
4702. Clear BT and LBLD.
He was moving
Yeah,
really
he's
fast.
looking for something, but there's no call out there.
1950.
We'll follow him just in case, unless he read something in the CAD that he's going to. Could be.
4429, you can send me the POC.
Copy, and that's going to be for Scott Badness. It sounds like he's returned. He's been an ongoing problem today.
Yo, wow.
The 3-1 to back.
360.
360.
So the front door is unsecured and unlocked. She said she did not lock it when leaving. So she wants us to go clear the house for her. She did not see anybody on camera go into the house, but she's got a notification that her door was open. There's no sign of forced entry. We have just another squad come over here to help us clear this house.
371 on call. Just give me a second to wrap this up and I'll figure it out. 771 on. Copy.
They must be having car trouble.
Probation 809.
Formation 809.
Can you put me out at 1227 for a residence check?
Copy 1227.
Definitely need a new phone case. Right?
Yeah.
364, copy. You took the disorderly at Stillwater and White Bear, where two parties are behaving acrimoniously towards each other by screaming and spitting on each other. 361, way
I
back.
like that word, acrimoniously toward each other.
We're down to with them.
That's a good one, don't you think?
Copy. 361, disregard.
Acrimonious.
4468 Tango, can I get the last four of my case number?
Last four are 1286.
A lot of pending calls.
Copy, thank you.
Person in crisis, harassment report.
21 and 4429 and 4431.
Protection
Sounds like the
order
party's left and
violation.
you can be clear for now.
387, advised with these. Copy.
Suspicious activity, parking complaints, suspicious activity. Code enforced at domestic. Criminal damage to property, suspicious activity. Boy, oh boy, a lot of calls backing up.
Wow.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, I mean, none of them are
2363, code 4.
priority one calls, but they are all in pending, and you know, you just never know if a suspicious call is going to lead you to an actual burglar, right? So,
What side of town are they on?
well, the other side mostly. We are back on the east side, where a large percentage of the calls occur. You mow your lawn much this year?
Too much.
Yeah.
And now it's tall as me again.
I know, it's been a good year for grass.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it's been a good year for grass. Both kinds of grass.
For some reason, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Well, the more I thought about it, I mean, I don't grow that kind of grass, but there's a lot of people that do.
A lot of people had it at the fair. Whew.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as past years. There's always a couple spots like that hill behind the London Broil. Those kids go up there and they smoke pot every year. You know,
Yeah.
it's way up on the hill, and depending which way the wind blows. But it's interesting. You know, I drove through the trailers for the carnies.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't smell any pot back there.
Oh.
You know, in your mind, you wonder, oh, these carny guys, are they, you know, smoking pot? I didn't smell any. It's one of those things you just, you don't want to make assumptions. I suppose that's a no-no when you're building those 120-foot
26, I'll take
Yeah.
roller coasters, right?
Gotta be sober.
They had the Defender and the Kraken. Those are brand new rides this year.
Right. I didn't get to ride them.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe next year.
I got over to Steikens. I still think Jimmy Steikens' little deli there store is the best value, the best.
Yeah, they got some good cigars too.
Bubblegum ones.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the best value there.
It is. I don't care.
I had a turkey deli sandwich there.
I go at least twice, 3 times while we're there.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't think people really know he's there. If they ever found out where he really was, he'd be sitting all day long.
And they're very polite people. They.
The party's displaying forever behavior GOA. Mr. Preceptor.
Yeah, we.
Copy at 2006.
I had a turkey to go sandwich too, which isn't too far from over there. That's
right around the
they
corner.
had pretty good spice on that little pepper to that turkey to go. That was good. My wife likes that.
Camel J was at, right, in that area.
I'm pretty boring. I'll tell you what though, those Amish donuts, I'm sure they're good. Okay, I'm positive they're good. But
2 hours.
2 hours, 90 minutes, 2 hours in line to get one. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
There were people offering to buy going to the front of the line and giving them $100 bills and offering to buy their box if they bought them a box.
Right.
That doesn't sound fair. But that line was a single line that was an hour and a half long. The pickled pizza line down the street was 2 lines each way for an hour plus.
Right. They sold out of pork chops.
On a stick?
Pork chops on a stick sold out.
They did. That was pretty good.
I said, wow.
Yeah, I was watching the vendors on TV. They said it was a good year.
Oh, yeah.
Good year. Brad down at the Corn Roast was on TV saying, yeah, it was a good year. A couple of bad days and made up for it with the rest of them.
Yeah. What line? And people stood in the lines. I was just amazed.
You know, our deputy sheriffs do an amazing job in Ramsey County. I mean, absolutely amazing. You'd agree, right, Rev? I mean, you work with a lot of.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. You know, from running the jail, correctional officers, protecting the courts, transporting prisoners, securing the waterways, patrolling 7 contract cities. It's an amazing group of deputies. And I know you know this, backseaters, because you've watched them. So, I'm going to ask for your help. I'm not going to post this tonight, but I am going to post it at some point soon. And that is, I sent a letter to...
Copy.
where it went. What's the date today?
The 4th.
Sometimes that Kyle Meestead switches names on me. There it is, right there. All right, so I sent this letter to the county board today, Rev, about the deputy salaries. All right, and you know Minneapolis just got a 22% increase over 3 years, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the state, St. Paul got a 13% increase over 3 years. The state patrol got a 14% increase over 2 years, 7% each year. So, I have this list. I want you to look at this list here, Rob. See this list?
Mm-hmm.
This is a list of all the police departments in the metro area. What is there, like 10, 20, 30 departments in there, right? Maybe more.
Maybe more.
And at the top of the list for the highest paid is what city?
Blaine.
And what do they start their officers at?
$46.
And in the middle is, well, not the middle. State Patrol, what do they start theirs at?
$39.05.
And Anoka County?
37.
It's 37. And we could go right through this whole list. New Hope, what? 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a list of 35. Who's at the bottom of the list?
Ramsey County.
Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies are the lowest paid starting salary
31.
in the metro, $31.78. So obviously, the deputy contract is coming up at the end of this year. And so the other departments, part of the reason they're ahead is they've settled their contracts beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But Minneapolis now, starting pay is $40.81, right? And sheriff's deputy is $31.78. So my point is that in order to keep quality deputies and keep a full complement, we're going to need to raise the salaries. I don't have control of that. That's
Right.
all up to the Ramsey County Board. But sometime late tomorrow, I'm going to post this letter and this wage scale on there. And if you can help us convince the county board members to give our deputies a raise, that would be amazing, because they need one and they deserve one.
Right.
And they work their butts off. And to be the lowest starting salary in the metro isn't good. Something wrong?
Yeah, for some reason it's not coming up.
Okay, well, that's not good. That's not good. Well, it's on mine.
Is it up? Okay.
Yeah. So, thankfully, we have enough people that like working at the sheriff's office because of our atmosphere and our desire to catch criminals that we've been able to keep up. But as time goes on, we've lost people that say, hey, I'm going to get paid $10 an hour more.
Right.
$10 an hour more? You want me to stay working here for $31 when I get $41 an hour? Are you kidding me? So that's the problem we have. And in order to maintain a vital sheriff's office, we are going to need to raise the salary. So there'll be more to come on that. But
Watch it.
more to come on that issue. But
So there's not to start for an APD at Lexington 694.
276.
when I post the chart sometime tomorrow, if you wouldn't mind, just, if you believe in the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office deputies like I do, we need to make sure they get a raise. Rev's sitting over the thing.
And they do the work.
There's Rev's thinking over there, I need a raise too. Sure.
I don't think I should get paid more than the sheriff,
Put a
the
down copy
deputies,
downstairs
though.
on the noise complaint.
Just they do the work.
Orders next to the address. Once them to quiet down.
Nice night.
Yeah.
It's a perfect night for a Dairy Queen.
I'm on your case number 165897. 2015.
8:15.
Is there a spot you look with this state routine, northbound 61 at Burrill, 070 who had a process for it? Happy, thank you, 2015.
265 Grace and Merritt. Happy 2016.
3617.
In traffic. At the Wall Fisher. With 649.
Wednesday.
At Burnside, State Patrol stop at 61 at Burns.
And your location again?
7 in Bush.
Copy.
Some of the CAT team members ate at Joseph's
364 with
over on Wabasha and Plato tonight. I wasn't able to join them, but Joseph's got some great food. My favorite over there is the fajitas, chicken fajitas.
Oh, wow.
But on Wednesday, they have a pasta bar. All you can eat pasta bar. It's pretty amazing. They cook the pasta right there.
That black Ford Edge from before the fair is still stalling. I'm going to poke around Ames and those other streets for it.
Sure, 112. 82.
Copy for the toast cake out of the
Top out in East also. I'm going to full daily listen. Check around.
How many orange cones did you count, Rev?
It's a lot of them, ain't it?
I'm all done in Falcon Heights to the east as well. Copy, why don't you check 1171 Western Street.
Coming real now, Jay. I'm surprised.
Aldrich Arena.
Kids are back to school,
2166.
and my street is where the bus stops.
Really?
So every morning I walk by saying, "Good morning."
You're like the safe corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
It's fun to see the kids. We did backpack giveaway, and to see the ones we gave, it really makes your day.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, Ralph. Thank you for those that donated gift cards. Pretty special. I know Pat mentioned it. We mentioned it Friday, but Doug Wilmer, family of Doug Wilmer, donated 40 gift cards in his honor, and he passed away. It's pretty cool. They did that. I don't know. It's really hard, if impossible, really, to thank everybody for what they're doing.
Can't keep up.
No. I don't know, Rev. Can you try to read that? No, that's just the card we got. If you can.
Dear Bob and team, thank you for your dedication and positive impact you continue to have on our community. Your hard work, compassion, and unwavering commitment truly makes a difference in the lives of many. We are incredibly fortunate to have a team like yours who give so much of themselves to help others. Your efforts inspire us all to contribute in our own way, and your work is a vital part of what makes our community strong and caring. With the deepest appreciation, Mona and you got me, Chase.
And they donated a bunch of gift cards.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you, Mona. Very thoughtful. Yeah, it's gift cards like that, letters like that. We don't often read them all, but sometimes it's too busy.
I got one, and the lady put the address of the courthouse, and it ended up in 345 Cedar on the desk when I got
That's weird.
I'm like, how did this get here?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
You're well known. The mailman knows you. The courthouse lady knows you.
I said, how in the world did this get all the way to me? And it was just saying thank you to all of us.
At 1516 County Road, BOS. There's a theft in progress at the target. Currently heading towards Harmon.
Theft in progress at the target in Roseville.
51 back.
County Road B and Snelling over there. Of course, we're nowhere near there. We're over on Wiper Avenue. If there's a theft in progress at Burlington, we're right on it.
Right on it. Man, they're walking in the dark. Ain't no street lights.
Hope it doesn't rain tonight. You know the cushions that you have on your patio furniture?
Yes.
Well, you
left them out there?
Well, you can't bring them in every day. It's just like this has been the summer of rainstorms.
Right.
Right? So I finally dried them out, and I was going to bring them in today. I didn't have a chance. So, but it might rain tonight, but then it's going to be nice for 4 more days to dry them out.
Right, to dry them out.
I don't know. It's just a classic problem. When do you bring your cushions in from your patio furniture, right?
Yeah, because this summer it's just been rain every other day. It seems like.
Red Lobster closed now.
I don't know if this one is closed. What time?
Looks like it.
Oh, it's only 8:30. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like they're closing a bunch of stores.
A bunch of them.
Here we come. So we are out in Maplewood at the Maplewood Mall. When I was a young man, I was so excited that they built the Maplewood Mall. Back then, we had a Sears, we had a Dayton's, which became Macy's, Donaldson's. Growing, thriving. I think Macy's is still there, right?
I don't know if it's still in this mall.
Olive Garden. I still love eating all you can eat salad or soup
Right.
at Olive Garden.
That salad.
That's about as good as it gets.
Is this store open?
Which one?
Ross for Less?
I don't know. I think so. I think it's Ross Dress for Less, technically, isn't it?
Right.
Instead of Ross for Less.
I hope my wife's not watching.
Well, she
When we
works
go out
pretty
of
close.
town, that's her favorite store. And it just came to Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's where my son Bobby was born, right in the window there. I remember it like it was yesterday. St. John's Hospital.
Can you put me on that front foot?
One of the first words I said to him, welcome to the world, little Bobby. Welcome to the world, little Bobby. And you know what the next words I heard were? Let me hold him.
Costco is a great supporter of what we do.
Well, it's good because I've had a membership there for 5 years and never walked in the store. I'm not sure how I got the membership even.
That's one thing. The local markets help us immensely.
Well, it's because you're genuine.
Did you see our grill? You never came and ate with us.
Your grill? Oh, yeah, I've seen your grill.
No, I mean at the fair.
Oh, no.
You never came and ate with us.
Well, I was
You
busy
waved
working.
from a distance.
I was working. Oh, you're down at your booth.
Yeah.
Well, you should have moved it down by the tent.
Oh no, our grill was a great hit,
Cool.
and we had a great partnership to keep it going.
Well, one guy was in charge of the coals, the other was in charge of the starter, or what?
Yeah. Everybody had their role to play.
We are up on Highway 61, heading out of North St. Paul, or heading out of Maplewood to White Bear Lake. White Bear Lake. And we're not going to stop there, but if you want some good caramel rolls, you can stop here at the Quick Trip, right? Quick Trip, they got good food. Some hot chicken right here. White Bear at 694, 61 and 694 on
Look like we
Burrill
got a
Road.
crowd today.
Yeah, the people go in there and have dinner. Dinner at the Quick Trip. I had something else in mind. Because you know I already had dinner at the M&H. Right?
Oh yeah, you were eating when I got in the car.
Yeah. Ham and turkey sandwiches. Scrumptious. This is one of the busiest car dealership stretches here on White Bear. It's Highway 61 in White Bear and Maplewood. If you want to buy a car, come on Highway 61, White Bear and Maplewood, and you will find the car you want.
Do a 6-6 copy on the suicide in progress. 740 Stewart Avenue, apartment 3A, third-party caller states a female there wants to commit suicide. Reported Avacon.
You know, I will say this, there's been obviously a fair amount of increase in attempted suicides.
Yeah.
It's not good. Not good at all. I think we got a lot of backseaters want us to get us once in a while.
Mark shots fired 10-10 Jenks colors. HE heard some jet shots. Sounded like spray from the backyard towards the east.
10-10 Jenks.
The fireworks in China, Minnesota. They couldn't discern if it was fireworks or not. Tacoma color.
Copy. 2029.
Right, we're just going by the Super This store there, owned by a great guy, Charlie Gattrell. He's donated so much to our youth programs and just a great friend of law enforcement. Trust me, if you want a good deal, stop out there and talk to Charlie at the Superstore on White Bear Avenue. Or pardon me, Highway 61 just between County Road E and County Road F. The Superstore, White Bear Superstore. Rev, I can't control the car. I can't.
It's just driving itself.
It's driving itself, Rev. I just can't control it. Oh. Sorry, buddy. We're on a mission. I think the mission probably closes pretty soon. Oh. So what do you want, Rev? Apparently, we're on radio, so it doesn't matter, but apparently it's not cool to lick an ice cream cone while you're on TV.
Right.
I don't know why that is.
I can imagine that would be Yeah, don't do it.
But on the radio, we're okay. Right? Or do we get dilly bars and just bite them?
There you go.
I like cones, though, with the chocolate on the outside.
I don't eat cones.
What are you going to have? You're not going to shut me out here, are you?
A dilly bar.
Okay, we'll get 2 dilly bars. Not to be confused with a Buster bar, right?
Right.
We want the dilly bar. 2 dilly bars. What do you think, backseaters? What's the best thing at Dairy Queen? The best treat at Dairy Queen. There's a lot of different ones. You know what? I might get a Blizzard. An Oreo Blizzard.
Cheeseburgers, dilly dilly.
I'm gonna get a medium Blizzard.
Peanut Buster Parfait.
Wow, those are good. My wife likes those.
Cherry dilly bar. They're coming now.
Cherry dilly bars are good. Uh-oh. Hi.
Good evening, sir.
How's it going?
Good. Couple questions. One,
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you about something. But two, can I buy you gentlemen dilly bars?
No, we're okay, but thank you very kindly. But we try not to accept gratuity.
That isn't a gratuity.
Well, it's very nice of you to offer. But how's your night going?
Very well. You're kind of a hard guy to catch up with.
Am I? Because really, I mean,
9 million things going. Hello, Reverend.
How are you, ma'am?
so
I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things regarding mental health for your deputies.
yeah, for sure. We do have a person that we hire already. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
Yep. We have a company. Our liaison with that company is Deputy Allison Shaver, but we've had a contract with 2 different companies to help, and so we have a referral process in place that they can go see with no cost. So, yeah, it's a top priority for us.
Well, it's getting kind of out of hand for everybody.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, mental health is a huge issue. But let me order my dilly bars here. What did I say I was going to get? Oh, I was going to Blizzard then, wasn't I?
Right, you're getting a Blizzard.
I'm going to get a Blizzard. You want a dilly bar?
Yep.
You think the speaker is here?
Say hello.
I like a medium Oreo Blizzard and 1 dilly bar.
The consul was just talking to a friend via messengers. We're unable to confirm she's at the address. TC is working on the thing.
Yep.
Thank you.
There was a onslaught of people who wanted Butterfinger Blizzards and chocolate dipped cones.
I like the chocolate dip cones, but you're just not supposed to eat them on TV. I don't know why that is. Any idea?
I don't know.
Hard to say.
It's about 260. The consul's phone number should be the 507-382.
I'm just surprised we just happened to run into a Dairy Queen.
Yeah. It was right on the way.
Just driving around and run into one. I'm gonna ask them what time they close. How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
What time you close?
We close at 9.
Okay, that's what I figured.
That total is going to be 10:35. Chocolate Billy bar.
Well, that looks pretty dinky, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I got mine. I better hurry up with this paper. That would drive you crazy.
Well, it's gonna melt too if you leave it in there too long. When we go get Dairy Queen,
Blizzard will be out in just a second.
thank you.
Yep.
We also got to get Rocco something.
The dog?
Yeah, Rocco. You got a small cone. Small cone. Or, Starbucks, wherever you go, they get a little whipped cream cup.
Right.
For the dog. Right.
Crunch cone.
Crunch cone's good. Thank you. Aren't you gonna tip it upside down?
Yeah, we did that once and it spilled in the guy's car.
I bet. Oh, that wasn't so good.
Nah, it wasn't.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys have a nice one.
You too.
I was wondering if that ever happened. Probably when it's warm.
Yeah.
Say hi to this woman who's a practitioner, it sounds like, in mental health. Okay, greetings. Well, I mean, I can certainly, if you want to call down her, I can hook you up with our coordinator for mental health. I mean, I know she's happy with what we got, but it doesn't mean we couldn't do better. Okay.
I know that there's a project that does some of the first responders and officers out of first aid. I think it's a good word, like they know.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if there was something there we have. But the other thing I was wondering about is if you're interested in especially with backseaters, a program to make.
1811 Milling Avenue. Color sees two people fighting.
Make
one in
what?
a blue shirt, one in a black shirt. Guy in a blue shirt
Yeah.
holding a gun.
You know, I'm all in favor of all that, but what I've tried to do is encourage people to go to the backseater page. Have you been on it?
Several days.
And have those conversations there.
Well, I didn't want to start something.
No, I'm interested, but we get a fair amount of people that want to sell things or talk about stuff, and I've just decided that we're gonna try to keep our distance from any products.
This isn't a sale thing. My thought was that to have the backseaters
Make stuff, yeah,
be replied
yeah,
with the deputies comparing.
yeah. No, I think that's an amazing idea. I think it's an amazing idea because we still carry,
Request to cancel.
we do still carry some blankets and stuffed animals, you know, for the kids. But no, I think that's a great idea, and I wholeheartedly endorse it. Just if you can market it through the backseater page, that would help us. 100%, 100%. Thank you.
263, copy cancel.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My pleasure.
Long time ago was a water patrol, but it's a long time.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Good, Ref.
Good night.
I gotta get some more ice cream in here.
It was hard for you to eat and talk.
Pretty much impossible. Well, it's all gone. Well, it's 8:39.
He mentioned the guy.
The sun is down. Crime is about to begin.
But not till we eat our ice cream.
I'll be down shortly. Here's your way. I want to put our car on foot.
This deli bar is just perfect.
Anything else? The suspect left in a car on foot.
It doesn't look like a dilly bar. It looks like a dilly stick.
Can't afford to let it melt. Well, it could melt in there because you got the air conditioning on.
I'll have the TC confirmed.
I'm over the updates. I'll clear report.
So it's 267.
We're gonna take Conner Road E over into the heart of Vries Heights. Did I mention I used to be the mayor here?
Okay, Mass 36, Good Ridge Avenue. Ex-boyfriend ran over daughter and assaulted her.
At Twin Cities Orthopedic Building, we broke ground on that when I was the mayor. That was fun. Of course, then they took over primary sponsorship of the Vries Sports Center too. So Twin City Orthopedic, it's a class operation. Gentry Academy, we broke ground on that building while I was the mayor. That was fun to help them get started.
Wow.
I'd just say one east on Maryland, maybe one to the west. After that, all go
So, if you'll notice the signs when you come into Vries, that's one of the things. I wanted to create some quality, good-looking signs. That one was back there in the corner because we're already in Vries. But, you know, professional signage is key to having a place look good. So,
Right.
like this, Helene Hool, Alina Clinic here.
Hey, Jimmy's.
Helene Hool, see right there?
Yeah.
Jimmy's, yeah, I tried to upgrade that sign, but we just never were able to figure out a financial. Perkins during COVID, Perkins just went out of business. Then they had a fire. That was tough. Spire Credit Union, which is now Blaze Credit Union, that was built while I was there. Dan Stoltz, the infamous Dan Stoltz.
Yeah.
Disregarding.
Probably one of my favorite projects was replacing these streetlights. See these streetlights here?
Mm-hmm.
They're more ornamental. They're still efficient, but we can either hang banners, flags, or flowers from them to decorate the town of Vadnais. You see right now there's flags, right? It's because it's Labor Day theme. But if you want people to think your town has got some financial stability, you got to look like it. You know. Oh, you see those flowers? Come on, you guys see those flowers? I mean, seriously, those flowers are beautiful. They're hanging pots on one side, a flag on the other.
Yeah. There's City Hall.
I can't take credit for this. Does it say road closed?
Next Millingren is going to be an Alfonso Cringed.
Can't go down
Not been all 53 years old.
there. It's kind of like a nice brew house down there. It's up in the old Garceau's property. Finally putting a bike path in here. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of arguments about that. On Kohler Road here. It's essential for safety. People can't really walk. I think it probably will be a bike path / sidewalk. But a lot of people didn't want to give up some of their front yard.
Yeah.
This is Edgerton, which is interesting because it goes from here all the way down to Payne and Edgerton.
Oh, wow.
Straight through. We wanted to stay right on Edgerton. One time, my neighbor's house got burglarized by a guy that stole well, now the road's blocked. Stole the car in St. Paul, drove straight up Edgerton, took a left on that Oak Creek there, and burglarized her house while she was sleeping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have been a good or a bad idea if he picked my house instead. Well, we're not going to be able to go any further. Are we, Rob?
No. It clearly says road closed.
Over there is where that new brew house is. It really was one of the visions of Kevin Watson, the city manager there. They finally got it done. Let me ask you a correct question, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dark colored Trailblazer.
What day do you think garbage day is?
I'm hoping it's tomorrow.
We are in the city of Vadnais Heights, folks.
Nice yards over here.
Yeah, there's a creek here, Oak Creek, that runs into Vadnais Lake. It's a fascinating little creek. Property straight ahead of us and to the left is actually owned by the St. Paul Water Department. It's a lot of people don't know that, but the water in St. Paul comes from a variety of sources. But where last comes from is Lake Vadnais.
Oh, I didn't know.
There's a lake behind Someday we'll do a little tour of the water system. And before that, it comes from Sucker Lake, which is up here. And before that, it comes from Charlie Lake in North Oaks. And before that, some of it comes, not all of it, some of it comes from the Mississippi River. There's giant tubes that bring the water from the Mississippi River in North Minneapolis to Charlie Lake.
Wow.
Then it settles and it goes from Charlie to Sucker to Vadnais. And then at the south end of Vadnais, it goes in large tubes down to the St. Paul Water Treatment Plant on Roselawn.
Yeah, I know that's it.
But it's a long route, and so a lot of the water in the lakes comes from the rain that runs into the lakes. But on really dry times, the water comes from the Mississippi River first. Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
I want to check them in. I'm going to St. Paul, waiting. He's in the line.
It's Vadnais Park up here. People playing tennis. Sheriff's deputies patrol this area 24/7. 24/7.
53 as well.
There's another Dairy Queen up here on Hodgson Road. In case you want another dilly bar.
Funny that you know where they all are.
He's from Aldridge.
Copy, going in, someone called in forward.
13-0-15.
Copy.
Free and favor, giving everything else.
Copy, giving command.
15, we're controlled this party is west and slow. He's pointing to Walgreens saying there are other involved parties inside the store currently.
Copy.
There you go. The end of the blizzard.
What you talking about? Not a lot of serious calls, just a lot of
2465.
4465.
Hey, at 1828 Myrtle Street, this is fire. It sounds like there was a paper lantern that was in fire in the tree. It looks like it may be out, but they're setting fire just to confirm.
4465, copy.
2053.
So we are westbound on Highway 96, which also can be considered County Road G. Remember, Larpenteur is essentially A, then it's County Road B, C, D, E, F, and G.
Back out of mile.
In between each county road is 1 mile. A little quieter up here.
Negative. They have one party that wanted a red pan itself, and then they're checking inside, so hold the north side.
A little action in Roseville, but we're getting kind of quiet. Are you tired of that ice cream put you to sleep?
No, I'm just trying to.
53.
Because you know I've never been out here except to go to. I think.
Medics are cleared in.
Well, Shoreview is right ahead of us. Your ice arena's there, and I know you've watched your nephew
Yes.
play hockey, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mounds View hockey, predominantly based out of there.
But it's 96, so eventually we'll end up at the building. What's it called? 1411?
Yes, very good. The Sheriff's Patrol Station is out here.
Okay.
100% Rev.
I was trying to get a grip. I said, no, I know 96.
Yeah. Well, we're in Shoreview right now. We crossed over from Vadnais into Shoreview. Kowalski's, there's a really fine grocery store there. Now we're going to head west. When we get to Lexington, we will cross over into Arden Hills.
There we go.
And that's where the patrol station
Goes
is.
back to Trailblazer. It's currently clear. Goes back to dealer out of Eden Prairie. But the plate's definitely no mess.
Hey, I know that voice.
That's Darren. Yeah, their cat team's working on some stuff. Nothing hot yet. As soon as they get something hot, we'll jump in with them.
Yeah. That's my buddy.
They're digging hard.
Me and Darren found out we like, you know them circus candies?
Yeah.
Circus peanuts?
Yes.
Yeah, me and Darren might
Orange
be,
ones? Or
yeah, the orange
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Darren might be the only people that eat them.
Well, I can eat like 3. You get me
Oh,
on
no.
that, then, you know.
We got a little girl in the building. She loves them.
Yep.
But nobody else will get them. But that little girl comes looking for them. That was part of the stuff we got from Hy-Vee. The circus peanuts.
So we have 4 offices. Of course, the main sheriff's office downtown at 425 Grove, where the jail is, and 2 arraignment courts, and our training unit, and my office, and a number of others there. That's our main headquarters. Then out here on 96 in Hamlin, we have our main patrol station, which is where our deputies report to patrol our 7 contract cities. And it technically is in Arden Hills, but we're so close to Shoreview, it's half mile, feels like part of Shoreview as well. So 1411 West Highway 96, if you're ever out and about, which is right on the Twin City Arsenal property owned by the Army. Ability to close these gates if we need to, but right now they're open. So you can only see the front of our building here, but feel free to stop out and visit. During the day there is somebody at the counter there all day long at the sheriff's office.
Matter of fact, some backseater dropped something off here yesterday.
We got a new Minnesota flag up on the pole there already.
Oh, we sure do.
Yeah, well, we got the deadline, they say, is January 1, but we got it up early. So, got a large meeting and conference room here in this building on our left, and then back doors. All our roll calls and stuff are held in this building here. Under Sheriff Jeff Ramricker is there as well. And our garage to fix our cars is located behind here too. We have a great public works team, a public works garage team that fixes our cars. And unfortunately, it seems like we break them too often.
You guys can clear up down there. We're good. Thank you.
Then we have another office in Little Canada, our Water Patrol headquarters with all our equipment for Water Patrol. And then we have another office at the Maplewood Suburban Court building in Maplewood. So we're sort of spread out. St. Paul, Arden Hills.
No road chance. 15-year-old kid just took grandmother's vehicle and is driving 80 miles an hour erratically down the street. I'm gonna float that way.
Where is it at, Kyle?
646 chance.
Okay, well. Somebody stole his grandma car, driving reckless. Did you say 646 Chatsworth?
Yep.
Well, let's look it up on the Phonomaster. I think we gotta get rid of this cover, don't you think? That cover's not in too good a shape, right?
Right.
All right. I'm gonna let you look it up. Read it and weep it. It's probably in. Pending. 646 Chatsworth North. Once you hit the more button, you can read away.
Let's look.
A little louder.
15-year-old just took grandmother's vehicle and is driving 80 miles an hour erratically down the street in a 1977 bronze Mark V Lincoln. Wow, he's wearing a green hoodie and tennis shoes.
A bronze Mark V Lincoln.
Mark V.
2650 Centerville Road.
When is gonna run out of gas?
Keep reading. Is that it?
That's it.
Is there plate or no?
No plate yet.
Bronze.
Caller says that her son made her mother in the car with him and just left northbound Chatsworth and eastbound Minnehaha.
Well, we're going to leave the comfort of the suburbs and go ahead into town, Rev. Sound good?
Into the city. He made his mother get in the car with you.
He made his mother?
Yeah.
How does a 15-year-old make his mother get in?
That's the interesting.
Get in the car and I'm going to run you over? Got my seatbelt on.
I heard that. I'm sure everyone else did too.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get any reports, but a bronze Mark V?
Yeah, bronze Mark V Lincoln.
Do
77.
they have the tire, the wheel on the back? You think?
Yeah,
Cool.
77.
Okay. 77 Sunset Strip. Remember that?
No, that's before me.
It was an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if it was good. I don't remember. I even remember the song. Alright, well, let's just see if we got any more updates. Radios are all on. So they have an idea. They should have an idea where they're going. Right?
They should.
Usually they might be headed.
16 on the college station. On a scooter in about Central and Dale.
Scooter.
2105.
2105. Stand by for impact. Did you know that Travis Kelce and his brother, they got sponsored by $100 million for their podcast? $100 million.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of people listen to them. My wife even listens to them. I guess they're funnier than you and I.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Funny, $100 million. What the heck? For a podcast. I think it's all, to be honest, boys, you know, Travis, it's because of your girlfriend. Come on, you can't really take credit for that. Right?
Right. They need to get updates on her.
Road, very easy to mill that's talking unable to walk.
Yeah, I went on to Lexington and dropped on that way. See if we can come up with this. Bronze.
77.
77. We might have to start a podcast.
161, we still have her on the phone. She's requesting medics. Do you need medics started?
Duplicate call.
161, can you start medics for a 22-year-old female with epilepsy issues?
Duplicate call where?
It just says
Need her phone for medics on Central and Dale.
appendix, so somebody else must have called.
Here, these are all the pending calls. Why don't you just read them off for the viewers? So see if we see the other duplicate there.
Disorderly conduct, dangerous conditions.
So where's it?
That's
what's the address?
Chatsworth.
What's the address? Oh, this is
646 Chatsworth.
okay. That's probably the same one, but the disorderly is on Juliet.
Yep, it's on Juliet. So this is probably at the dangerous condition, 646 Chat.
Yeah.
Assault on Lincoln.
Assault on Lincoln.
Yep, in Roseville.
Read the address.
2700 Lincoln Drive.
Okay. What else you got?
We got a welfare check on 474 Smith Avenue,
Okay.
St. Paul. Suspicious activity, 1412 Clarendon Drive in St. Paul. Criminal damage to property, 1755 Dan Patch Avenue. Dan Patch.
Where?
We know that address. And that's it.
Let's cover the grandstand. Anything else in there?
Nothing else.
That's pretty good. Pendings have shrunk. Now, we're going to go down Lexington Avenue, which is, of course, 2 blocks west of Chatsworth. If you decided to come north, you'd come this way.
Probation on that.
So,
Probation 809.
keep your eyeballs peeled.
I'm clear from that last stop, and I'm EOT.
Have a good night, 2109.
Goal 77.
Mark 5.
Colors, Chelsea.
I don't know what one looks like, but it's got to be. It's that old. I don't think I'll miss it.
Right. It's going to be big.
It's like a big sedan, though, right?
Right.
Big boxy sedan.
Yeah.
You gonna look up one for me?
I think somebody just sent me one. I don't know where I saw that, though. Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
My grandfather used to always drive Pontiac Bonnevilles. Remember
Big
those?
Stormy sent me this.
Hey Kyle, any idea where that'd be headed?
I'm wondering that myself. I might just go and step out with this caller if I can find him. I don't know if you see chat comments or anything, but if you're northbound chat, you saw me on 1977 bronze mark at Lincoln. There's definitely going to be more of this right here, so I might try and make contact with his cop.
181, 189, both going to be clear.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, or even just call them. But that'd be great. And you know, we're talking my era car now.
Yes, sir. I don't suppose you had to Google the 97 Mark 5 to figure out what it looked like, did you?
It's a 77.
Yeah, but I could never afford one of those. I was always driving Chevys.
I don't suppose they have manufacturer tracking implemented in those, do you?
Oh, but gas was 19.9.
Yeah, he doing 80 miles an hour. He gonna run out of gas.
What was the location again?
It's got a big grill on it, though.
Yeah.
Right there, over.
Big grill, big grill.
Copy. Right, Maryland. Copy.
Hold on.
What?
Nope. You see the old lights on that one?
Older lights?
Yeah,
Not the bright
square
LEDs.
lights.
Yeah. We are back in Como Park, friends. What was that?
Nope.
You sure? Old Cadillac or what?
Yeah.
What do the headlights look like?
The old square ones, the big.
Let me see. Oh yeah. They open too, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Johnny Phipps used to drive one of those. Remember him at all or no?
No.
He was a pimp way back. His girlfriend Kim Flemino. Back in the 77 era. Johnny Phipps and Kim Flemino. Back when I started in 77, you know, there was no, well, obviously the technology was different, but prostitutes actually walked the streets instead of answering cell phones.
Right.
Go for it. 2114.
Sorry, Kyle, listen to your radio traffic. You good over there? Yeah, I'm good over here. Just following up on something. So good.
Alright, be on the lookout. Bronze, 1977. Lincoln. Mark 5?
Mark 5.
Mark 5. Driven by a 15-year-old. In a hurry.
In a hurry. With his mother in the car.
Forcibly took his mother with him. East of Minnehaha, right?
Yep.
Here, did you end up taking that leak for you? No, I just took it off. We're not going to do anything. It should be a lacquer car. Just took it off. Yeah, it was kind of annoying. Yeah. They knew it was fictitious.
think when we're out in the suburbs, we don't run into as many people.
Right. It was.
Didn't really
a whole
overcome
lot less.
legitimate. I just kept referring to
Well,
it.
I mean, it's nice to engage people, run into them on street corners, you know. In terms of our community engagement, it's pretty much tough to find people out there.
They are going to need police at 2220 Midland.
So, Sheriff, somehow this is a bad number that's attached to the caller for this call. I might just step out for 6 checks.
Is it 46 or 40? 46?
646 is what's listed.
University from Mill. Sprayed with mace. Suspect ran away. The medics are out. Suspect's a male wearing blue shorts. That's all I have.
What copy?
One 367 takeoff.
161. Put this in pending. Secondary on call. Jack 41. Copy.
Phone call on a missing persons report. 2117.
Warner Stallion.
1371, your status.
It's a good product.
Over 2117.
Good company. Reliable, you know.
Yeah.
Warner Stallion.
361.
Changes to worker check. Sorry, not noise.
Copy.
Prison didn't lay down Maryland clearance.
Copy.
There's got to be some clues about where this 15-year-old would be going to, right? Right. Hopefully Kyle can figure that out. So, Friday night we'll be back with a regular Live on Patrol. Probably hook up with the Rev again after a couple hours with Pat and I together. If you're up to it, Rev.
Oh yeah. Did you see that? No, I was looking how fast that car was going, but the lights didn't match. Yes, of course I'm up to it. Feel great.
161. Do you have a description for a victim or know which corner he's going to be on? I'll find out.
What is that call about?
Are you on the location?
That's a university. Feel free to look it up. You know how to do it, right?
Yep.
Gotta tap the active ones.
You gave Maryland and clearance.
Maryland and Clarence. That's the back seat.
That's a
I
different.
had a reflection. I don't see him. 307 Earl.
Oh, no.
Maryland, west of Clarence, just in the middle of the road. Go for it.
Copy.
Well, let's see if our biker friends are having their party. We're here on Western. Wednesday night. Looks like they are all done. So we are looking for a 1977 Lincoln. I think it might even be a Mercury, isn't it? Technically, Lincoln
About the same, but it's a
Mark 5.
Lincoln Mark 5. It was before the, they thought that was the gangster car, the pimp cars. Who was it? Isaac Hayes had one on the cover of one of his
The
albums.
singer?
Yeah.
Zero 07 is just claiming the end. So
It's like mom would have a phone, right?
373 307
Good point.
161. Looks like we'll be out with our victim. Sherburne Snelling.
Gentlemen here across the street, just clearly your guy has a cell phone. Allegedly. Okay.
I'll be out at the LEC for 2 minutes. Copy.
161. Can you log Lima Charlie Delta 464?
Say it again.
Abdi's working?
Oh, yeah.
Copy.
You worked the fair too.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Him and Kaku.
Kind of cool. Got a good learning experience, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
307, I'll be outside.
2123.
It's the best way to learn. Just get thrust into
Right.
total chaos. Well, it may not be the best way to learn, but it's one way to learn.
161. Request for medics. 2123.
You know, I was on the St. Paul City Council in in the early 80s when they were debating cable television.
Okay.
Before there was any cable. And the question was, well, first in the 70s there was a ballot. Do you want public cable or do you want private company to come in? And the public cable failed, and they wanted private cable, but they wanted to license it. Yeah. And they have a franchise fee, essentially. But think back to 1982 when there was no cable here in St. Paul.
Right.
Closest thing to that at the time was the dish, the big dish.
Yeah. Beating on the table.
Beating on the table. And
I just took out Grandma and certainly not concern ourselves with whatever it is that's going on here. It's massive odd sorts, and it's nothing of real concern, so disregard all this.
so I don't know that this is the best group to give McDonald's cards to, but maybe it'll soften their hearts. What do you think?
Maybe.
4425.
Carol D.
Can't hurt, right?
Carol D. Minnesota. David Mary Zebra. 496.
Here you go, buddy. Let's try to soften their hearts.
2126.
All right.
Did you break it?
I tried to put on a charger. Is that the right charger?
Well, if the plug fits, it's the right charger. Take them out.
This is interesting. You got a real charger in there?
What?
You got a real charger in here.
Oh, you mean for your big fancy phone? With the C? Huh?
Yeah, but it's not working.
Well, it's not plugged in.
Oh.
You actually got to plug these things in. You know, that's the see the key is here just to take that and plug that in. You want me to help?
44 foot almost.
How's that?
It says,
2127.
yeah.
Did you get a new phone recently, or that?
A new case, remember?
Yeah, but
My case
don't
looks
you have
like
an iPhone
yours.
too?
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah.
We just got new ones.
Can you try to?
Is that lady named Sarah?
Can you try to be nice and make sure they don't shoot us? You know that, right?
Right. He hollered already.
Yeah. But before you give them, just see how's it going. How's it going? Oh,
Hey,
don't run away. We got something for you.
Come on.
We got some.
gift cards. Gift cards. McDonald's.
Oh, let me see that.
One piece.
Yeah.
One apiece. One apiece. One apiece.
Yeah. What's going on? How
You're
are
welcome. Thanks for saying thank you.
Right. You're welcome.
You gotta get your own. You gotta get your own.
Yeah.
What's up, Bob?
What's up? How's it going?
What's going on?
Good to see. You gotta get your own.
Hold on, what's on there though?
$10.
10 or 15.
Oh,
10 to 15.
Yeah.
What's the, can I get two of them? I got
No.
I got a kid at home.
No.
Well, can I give it to my brother that didn't get one?
Call him over. Send him over.
Nah, he ain't gonna come to you.
Here you
Well,
come.
Nah, he ain't.
There you go.
there he comes.
85.
There you go.
Thank you.
Either 10 or 15.
10 or 15.
715, vehicle struggle mail on consider.
373.
Well, Mission.
2150.
Progress, huh?
Progress.
Progress. Thank you,
I know
backseaters.
you.
Thank you, backseaters. Yeah.
They were all about to go.
A couple of them knew us. They were running.
307 at 5
What's up?
east. And I copied the 8 of
They were running. Ralph. They were
Yeah.
running.
They were. Had their shies on.
Well, that's probably of all the corners in St. Paul, that's the most frequent where someone gets shot.
Yeah.
Arundel and University. Usually not this late though. Usually when the liquor store is open. Right? Both. Yep. Remember the Barbecue King? Do you remember?
Yep.
Yeah, right here where the mosque is.
Yep.
Louis Boykin, right?
Yep.
Louis Boykin ran the Barbecue King upstairs, a little after hours place up there at the, now it's the Islamic Dawah Center. Times haven't changed. Yep. First down the street here was the Belmont, right?
I don't know what that was.
Nude dancing. Belmont Club, nude dancing. The city wanted to get rid of it so bad they bought it. You know what they did with it?
They did a police station.
They turned it into a police station.
That car is flying through that parking lot.
Is it a Mercury?
No, it's a smaller car.
Turned it into a police station.
Striking vehicle is Kilo Juliet Victor 671.
There's smiles on the faces of those people getting that gift card, wasn't there? Right?
Yeah.
God, we got to describe that in the backseat.
And it was like, they went from, I don't want that, to,
What is it?
To,
No.
let me
Can I
get one.
two?
Can I get one for my kid at home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me get that guy one, because he ain't going to come up to you.
387, response control.
He came.
He
Response on
can't.
MC
He had a full face mask on.
Yeah.
We're kind of still getting back in our rhythm. It's only day 2 after the fair, folks. Even the cat team is kind of still warming up from 12 days of exhaustion.
Now look, here he comes.
What is he doing in there, you know?
Now he's did what you just did. U-turn.
Right?
The U-turn.
No.
That's it right there. Right there.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, he U-turned when you turn.
In fairness to him, he couldn't take a left when he came out of the parking lot.
Anybody
You know?
not on scene?
Right.
He had to make a U-turn in order to go south. Did you have a Lionel train set when you were younger?
Yes, sir. Wish I still had it.
I bought one, you know, down at the
We have
antique
an
store.
officer
Oh, did you?
It's in my office.
Accident in
I don't think I've seen
Little
that.
Canada. The
Well, I
officer
just have
is
4
not
cars up on top of my desk.
Right,
They just need a
right.
The whole thing's in a box.
Tied up. Would we be able to send a neighborhood squad to take that report at 175 County Road Bravo 2 East in Little Canada?
Affirmative.
Copy that. 4425, could you swing by there?
25 account. .29 traffic.
4429.
McKnight south of 94, Lincoln Charles King 069.
McKnight 94, 2135.
We should go to the best steakhouse sometime, you and I.
It's the best place.
Victoria. Well, it's, I don't know about that, but
I love it.
it's a great tasting steak.
Yeah.
It might be the thinnest steak in the town.
It's the thinnest.
Yeah. But it's got great flavor. It looks like they're still open.
Oh no, not this late.
There's a guy in there.
Oh, he cleaning.
Well, I know it's not open this late, but there's a guy in there.
They close about 8 o'clock now.
In the old days, all the restaurants used to close, but they let the police officers come in and sit and nibble. What do you think? Do you think this is supposed to be this way?
Interesting.
I hate to move them out of the way
And then they're supposed
and
to
find
be
out
there.
there's a hole up here, right? On the other hand, I hate to leave them in the middle of the street. What do we got up here that would be dangerous? I don't know. Maybe we'll come back later and inspect and move the barrels. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing for people to have to go around barrels. Well,
367 Tango.
this happens a lot though after the big events like the fair.
PC verifies the phone number.
Just gotta,
2157.
just gotta make sure that's not a person laying on the street there by this box. See, is that a person or is that clothes or just a sleeping bag?
Trash.
Trash?
Yeah.
No person. Okay. Good with that.
Okay, moment of funniness. I went here and I ordered. They have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's the name of the special.
Yeah.
It's a
where
Monday
at?
right here at
Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Yeah.
It was Friday, and I said I want a Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah, she laughed at me.
That's a good one. You know what that used to be, don't you?
No.
White Castle.
Oh yeah.
It was on that corner. Way back.
Lidford disorderly. 2 males living on Colors property.
Moved over to the other side because they have more parking.
2158.
Let me just say the White Castle burger is identical to what it was 40 years ago. Folks, you haven't heard any hot calls in the last 2. I mean, outside of the 15-year-old stole his grandma's car, was driving 80 miles an hour. But outside of that,
Nothing.
very slim. East side, there was a couple of shots fired. Person with a knife. It is early though, by crime standards. It's great to have Rev back in the squad car after his busy month or so. Story in the paper about COVID?
I don't know. I know it's on the upswing. I did hear that. John had it.
Scheller? That's a while ago, wasn't it?
Maybe a month and a half.
Okay. Gentlemen. Good man, Rev. Pleasure knowing you.
Following the breakdown of regions.
Pleasure knowing you.
Did he just say shots fired? We're going to follow the
Yeah,
red?
it's Roseville. Oh boy, this is what Willards for so long, isn't it? This Willards for so long. How's it going? Just Bob tonight. Bob and the Rev. Bob and the Rev. Hey girls, how's it going? Everything good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
No complaints.
I like that car.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's a chick magnet. Car's a chick magnet.
Said what?
The car's a chick magnet. All the girls like it.
506.
The Rev's with me. Well,
It's
it's a beautiful night out, isn't it? Just
Safe out there.
thank you for saying that. God bless you. How's it going?
$51.82 arrived.
Copy. No.
You know, I haven't seen a Lincoln since we started.
No, in fact, we're going to have to go back to that address on Chatsworth before we go home and see if it returns so we know what it looks like.
Right. 646.
It's just north of Thomas.
Squad 382-361.
361.
Check the crime watch
With a
pages,
sergeant
bro.
to copy, 1099 Hyacinth reporting shots fired 20 to 25 from two different caliber guns. Southwest from the address. Only caller at this time.
382 copy.
Well, I know right where that is because that is exactly where I used to live. I don't know if it's shots fired though. I mean, it came across that, but there's a lot of fireworks. I mean,
And 382, two vehicles sped away, no description.
okay then. Well,
382 copy.
21, please.
And head over to that shots for notation.
well, it's starting to pick up a little bit.
Copy, head that way as well.
Nothing going on that page.
Nothing on the Minnesota Crime Watchers
Crime
page.
Watch, no.
That's good. Good for Minneapolis. It's hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day. Wednesday. It's hump day.
2629.
My favorite commercials with that camel going around saying, hey, you know what day it is? You know what day it is? Bet.
Clear right.
You sure?
You gonna stop?
You got two roads there. You gotta say
Yeah.
clear right twice. Clear right, clear righter.
Now, where are we going?
We're going over the 1000 block of Hyacinth,
Hyacinth. Okay.
which is the 1060 is Earl there. And what we're gonna figure that if they're fleeing that area, they're coming down Maryland.
Right.
If they're fleeing town, remember he said 2 cars left at a high rate of speed. We're just gonna see what's coming down Maryland. And it's also good always to get there and look for casings. Casings are very helpful. Southwest of address.
A lot of traffic.
Children crossing signs out. It's a new initiative. Been around for 10 years. And actually, the main author of that was Senator Randy Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Senator carried that bill. Well, I shouldn't say. He was a big advocate. I don't know who actually was the author.
Information is best for pickup patrol. Party wanted for grossness, violation for an order for protection, a tiara, Dominique Flash or more. 30-year-old black female, size 298 pounds. Incident occurred at 325 Sherman. Information at 2147.
Whoa. Person with white shorts.
All right.
There, we're gonna have to swing through the foundry. See what's happening to Mike and crew.
If you want you can assign me to the medical. Copy the medical as 1595, Highway 36 at the Transit Center. Transit Center out for an overdose.
Just gonna check on the foundry on our way over there to the shots fired, folks. We might be a little early. What do you think?
Yeah,
I would say conclusively. What time is it?
9:48.
5384 Tango back.
Conclusively, on Wednesday night at 9:48, the foundry is not busy.
Sergeant Randolph and Snelling to assist medics with the man down.
One guy in the car smoking pot.
Hawaii 2 over.
That's glad to assist.
265.
265.
172. Give me a second
Check
here.
to see if the address is on the vacant list.
186 is going to be the southwest corner. The party wearing a black tank top, black jeans.
Hawaii 270.
2149. 5181 right. Yeah.
Might be busier in Roseville tonight there, Rob.
515.
185.
Give me 1 minute to enter some notes. And you can cancel 186 for full service.
186, you can be clear. This is what I said to Lynn Lane.
Thank you.
His wife has been sick for several days.
2360 for you.
Copy 21626.
Copy, thank you.
Ready for the NFL?
Thursday night,
Yeah.
John Mancini was downtown at his place yesterday, and about 12 people get their fantasy football league ready. Everybody does it different. Now, some just used to pick players. Some actually give each player an amount of money, and then you buy players, all right?
Yeah.
You spend money on them as your turn comes around. You draft the players for money. So I don't know. I did it 1-2 years with my friends from college, and it was fun. But to be honest with you, I don't have time to make
to remember to make the trades
or who am I playing today,
right? And who's on a bye.
Oh yeah, it's just it takes a little bit of work. I mean, it does make the season a little more fun, but. I mean, let's face it, right now, most important thing is what's going to happen at the Ravens-Chiefs games tomorrow. Is Taylor Swift going to be there or not? Right? Is Taylor Swift at the Ravens-Chiefs game tomorrow night?
Well, they got $100 million for their...
$100 million what?
For their pod, whatever podcast. She might not come.
Cancel medics. Moving on. 266.
Canceling medics at 2052.
Or disorderly at the mission. There is a male in the back of the building threatening to shoot staff, although a weapon was not seen. Caucasian has 2 white trash bags with him, full of clothes.
A lot of mental illness.
2152.
276. You can cancel 263.
263.
Thank you.
2153.
2153. The 10 o'clock news is about to come on.
And first buzz around to the mission. Further description: Caucasian, 35 to 40, average build, 6 foot, white shirt, blue jeans. He also has long hair.
7-4, copy.
At a funeral of
2153.
tomorrow morning, of the mother of a very good friend of mine. Passed away. So I'm not going to be able to stay out too late tonight.
You said Earl, right?
Yeah. 940 at Forest and 1060 at Earl.
5383 out of Regents.
60 numbers each long block, 120 for the 2 blocks. And the calls at 1099, and the shots came from southwest.
4429 traffic.
So as we turn, we'll start to take out your trusty dusty flashlight.
69 enough for Afton. Lincoln Alien Zebra.
And we will look for casings.
69 number Ashton 2154.
Stand by for brightness.
Hyundai with no license plate. Always one in the window.
Could be anywhere in here, the shots fired. It could have been on Maryland. So it's maybe that was it.
Right, what was that?
That was backfire. Huh. Right, to avoid that light.
Yeah.
That mirror.
44.
Too late.
For clear. At 2155.
Yeah, I think we'd see these casings if they were there. What's that on your side there? You're trying to figure out what that beer can is already, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Patience in Jedi. But it's not a firework. It's like a cigarette.
Information dispatch. County temporarily tied at 2156.
Bravo 829, I'm guilty.
Have a good night, 2156.
There, 934. Clear report.
At 2156.
We're almost down to the 3 houses used for the Grumpy Old Men movie. What's there? Anything there? No?
Nope.
Jack Lemmon? Walter Matthau? Right there straight ahead is the 2 houses they lived in. We're gonna go southwest. You're still blinding me.
Uh-oh.
Might find some evidence of fireworks too. Squad there looking. Nothing? Don't see any glistening, do you?
Nope.
We'll check one more block. We'll check Hawthorne out. Squad came down orange there. So. Gun sniffing dog or casing sniffing dog, I think, is born now. You just have to be trained in for a while. Nothing? Actually, I like to do this with my door open. Got a lot of sparkles, but no casings.
4429, checking your status.
Go for it, thanks.
2159.
Clear report.
At 2200.
2200. That's 10 o'clock, Rev.
10 o'clock.
2372. I copy. You're headed to Larpenter and Hamlin. It's going to be westbound on Larp. Existing fire. It sounds like there's a vehicle that's smoking. older model Chevy sedan, unknown if anyone is in the vehicle, and 22.
Larberger and Hamlin, car smoking. Think about all the turmoil in the world, Rev. From a preacher standpoint.
I wish there was. I know it's in there somewhere in the Bible how we should be approaching this. I just can't find it. It's...
Well, I mean, you got the Middle East, of course.
Yeah.
You got Ukraine. I mean, if you really think about it, though, I mean, yes, there's a fair amount going on, but compared to historically in this country, Civil War, First World War, Second World War, Vietnam War, Korean War, I mean, if you put it in context, it's maybe not actually as bad as it feels, right?
Right.
Not to say that it couldn't get there, but as bad as the turmoil is, just remember that it's been worse. I'll be take all the people that died in the First World War, Second World War.
Good night, Tony.
The most probably more brutal engagements, just Americans fighting Americans.
Right.
Any clear this? Copy. And 20.
I'm a ways away, but I'm all over the west. You know, try and get in 2 cars at 2700 uni. Try and get into the D camp as well.
That's a ways away for us.
I think everybody's on the east side.
Yeah. That was our best hope for activity. Everybody's worn out from the fair.
Including the other people.
2431 transform.
2431.
2 adult males. 1015. Higher road east.
Yeah, Maplewood's got some
1015 Country Road Delta at 2204.
It's busier in the suburbs. Crazy as it is. New movies coming out, Rev? It doesn't seem like the right fit for Ronald, but you know, I love history.
Right.
So I'll probably go see it just to learn a little bit more about history. There's always a couple nuggets in there that you didn't know. out tomorrow. We're going to a funeral. We're gonna thank you. Warm hugs and handshakes at the fair.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Truly amazing. All the windows are down.
But we're going to sign off tonight because we'll be back Friday. Maybe Pat will be out tomorrow. I don't know. It is Thursday. Sometimes he comes out on Thursdays with Jelly Joe. A few of our guys have been taking, after 12 days at the fair, they've been taking a couple days off, to be honest with you. And I can't really fault them for it. Cannot really fault them. Maybe we'll get a live on patrol with Andre on one of those electric bikes. What do you think? Our perimeter security electric bike patrol.
He surely thought he was special.
He was. Those are nice little bikes. Nice little bikes. Well, Rev, say some goodbyes. Thank you, everyone, for your kindness, for coming and seeing us. And again, sorry we didn't have much going on tonight, but that's a good thing for the citizens of St. Paul and Ramsey County.
I think so. I think that by the stack of evidence, we've been doing a great job. Our presence is being felt. I'm still overjoyed about the gift cards we gave away tonight to a group that normally would not have been receptive to us. They were quite receptive. Thank you, backseaters, for making an avenue for us to be able to reach those who appear to be unreachable.
Yeah. No, thank you very much. In fact, I think Doug's family brought those McDonald's cards down. Like Wilmer, who passed away. So.
Oh wow! Thank you so much. They will make a difference.
Yeah, everything we do to connect with people. You know, thank you very much, Wilmer family.
Yes. Keep us in your thoughts. Continue to be kind to one another, and know that we'll continue to keep you in our thoughts and be kind as much as we can. Thank you. And thank you for everyone coming to the fair looking for the Rev. Ricky Ellis is 10 years older than me. Don't be calling him the Rev.
Yeah, somebody called Tyrone the Rev, too.
Yes.
Tyrone Terrell. Hey, Rev. Well, I don't know, Tyrone. You're half a Rev.
We used to call him Deacon, so yeah.
Deacon.
He on the right path.
Yeah.
That team, yeah. Just a shout out to that team. They did a wonderful job.
The Navigators there.
Yes.
They were out there.
All right.